So I think you are an atheist, right?
I am an atheist. I'm not in an atheist, but yeah, I'm an atheist.
Mm, yeah. So I think there is probably much evidence, not evidence, but I think there is a God, and I would like to give some. Your recent video was like this, that if God does exist beyond time, space, and matter, then God cannot exist. I don't agree with you on that, because
Okay.
someone who can create a physical world or the universe should exist beyond the universe, or otherwise if you
Do
are
we have
saying
any
that,
way of do we have
yeah,
any way of knowing what exists beyond the universe?
no, we cannot know for sure, but
Then how do you know it is someone? Maybe it is something.
some, how can something, some, when you say something, it is an object is cannot make choices like making a universe.
How do you know the universe was created after making a choice? Maybe it was an accident.
Okay, so you think that this universe is an accident, but I don't think so, because look, or topping on the topic of why are we so, you said that, now I was hearing the topic that why consciousness. I don't think so that consciousness is related with no, is causation of brain, but it correlates with brain. I as related by the previous
Why
speaker.
don't we, Jacob, why don't we get
Hmm.
back to the earlier point where you said you don't think this universe is an accident?
Yeah,
So,
because
why?
yeah, examples are we. So modern science may disagree that we are just animals. I don't think so. We are. I think we are intelligent enough, and being able to think about a creator or something. This power has been given because we are special, and
So, that's
for
again
this,
an assumption. It's again an assumption. You're
uh,
assuming that we have been given this
no,
power.
do,
Maybe we just got it. We have this
mm,
power, right? We have the power to
mm,
imagine and think and philosophize. You are assuming it has been given to us by a creator. I'm asking how you know that. Or
no.
rather, what is your reason
Okay,
for thinking that?
so. If I will ask you how the universe get into existence, you will say it is an accident. So I will
No,
ask you
I would
how
say
it
I
caused.
don't know.
Matlab,
I would not say it is an accident. I would say I don't know.
yeah,
But you are clearly negating that possibility. You're saying it is not an accident. I'm asking, how are you sure?
yes. How are you sure? Because the I am a Christian, so
Hmm?
according to my belief that I think the God has revealed Himself to the world, like who am I,
I know
and
that's what you believe. I'm
yeah,
asking how you know it to be true.
how it, because that's why I'm saying, if something have to exist, it should have a cause. Like, why is the
Hmm?
chair like that? Who made it?
Hmm?
If you
Hmm?
see I love you on a paper, you will
Hmm?
say that somebody has written on it, know that
Hmm?
it occurred by nature or the laws of forces wrote on it. That is not a so,
No, if I see I love you written on a piece of paper, I will think that someone wrote it. That is correct.
yeah.
But why am I coming to that conclusion? Is it simply
uh,
because is it simply
because
because it's there or
yeah,
because of something else?
because I will be clear that it is intentionally written by someone who want to convey
Hmm.
that message to me.
But how do you
Similarly,
know that? How listen, how do you know that?
yeah, by other examples which I see around me.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
think that a piece of paper containing I love you has been
Mm,
written by a human being, and you
mm,
think so because you have seen I love you written elsewhere. You have seen language, you have seen read writing on paper. You have an entire frame of reference that supports the idea that something like this cannot occur naturally, right?
yeah.
That cannot apply to the universe because you don't have a frame of reference for the universe.
No,
If you had
as
seen if you had seen 10 universes that were
yeah.
created by someone, you would have a
Mm.
frame of reference. But all you have is this one universe and no idea how it came into being.
You say that according to science you have no idea, but uh, because I say that since it came, that whatever caused it, that is God to me.
Huh,
He
so
is
how do you
uh,
know? How do you know that
yeah.
it was not an accident?
So how do you know that it might because of the existence of the universe?
I told you there's a rock.
Uh,
You will not say that a person made it, right?
yeah.
The fact that it exists is not proof that it was created by someone intelligent or conscious.
No, if you want to stick to the fact that I don't want a creator, that's okay. But
I'm
that
not
does
saying
not.
that. I'm not
Uh,
saying that. Again, I'm not
yeah.
saying that. I'm not saying I don't want a creator. I'm saying I
Uh,
don't know where the universe came from or how it came into being. You are
yeah.
saying you are sure that it was an intelligent creator. I'm
Yeah.
asking how you know that.
So I have to uh, quote this from the Bible itself. Where the God says that intelligent are those people who try to find God. So uh,
Do you think that's
so
evidence?
now you can say that whatever
Do you think
the
that's
gap.
do you think
Uh,
do you think that a quotation from a book is evidence?
no, no,
Because
not
there are plenty of books with plenty of claims about God. I'm sure you don't agree with all of them.
yeah. Okay, but since every book like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, so
Hmm.
if any other book says 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, that does not means that it is correct. Just because every other
No,
religion
here
is
here is there's
uh,
no 2 plus 2 4, right? You're saying the universe was
mm,
created by someone intelligent.
yeah.
Some other religion says that the
Mm,
universe was created by someone intelligent. You're both saying 4, right?
yeah. uh,
But yeah, that book contains other things, attributes of the God or beliefs about God that are different. I'm sure you
mm,
won't disagree with those books. So why do you agree
yeah.
with this book?
Because the like writing something like this before uh, about 1500 years, when science was not even able to think that claiming that time, space and
Other
matter
religions also have old books. Quran is old, Vedas are old, Bhagavad Gita is old, Buddhist literature is old,
no,
Judaism
no,
is old. What makes your book special?
uh, it's that one god is trying to claim that he has created it. And this like you say that if something exists after or beyond our universe, we cannot prove it. Yes, totally agree with you. I cannot prove that god because he is beyond our universe, or we cannot.
Then why do you
So
believe it? If you
yeah.
can't prove it, then why do you
Yeah, yeah,
believe it?
yeah, yeah. But the same creator who told that I created manifested in the form of Jesus, and Jesus told that I am the same creator. Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
you know that is true?
By the
How
evidence
do you
of
know
the
that
yeah. Okay. By the
See, you're just adding claims on top of claims. You're saying God
uh,
exists, God
yeah,
manifested as Jesus, Jesus
yeah.
was resurrected. There is some
Mm,
historical evidence to say that Jesus was a real person, but everything
yeah,
else breaks the laws of physics. How
yeah.
is it possible?
So look, that is your assumption that laws of physics cannot be break. But someone who created the laws of physics, of course, can manipulate with the laws of physics. So
But
I
then we
have
come
no.
back to the first one. How do
Yeah.
you know that it was a someone?
Like so I am saying the same creator, Jesus told that he was the creator, and his resurrection, there are
A
evidences
lot of
for.
people throughout history have claimed to be God or representatives of
Yeah,
God or teachers appointed by God.
of course.
It's not evidence.
Yeah, yeah. The evidence is his resurrection.
There are
Somebody
plenty of
claim.
people in history and other religions who have also been resurrected. It's not
Huh.
evidence.
But yes, that is the main point. If he was just dead and not resurrected, Christianity would have never come to play. If Jesus never brought any
Jacob,
religion to the.
Jacob, Jacob,
Yeah, yeah,
Jacob,
yeah,
we,
yeah,
we still need to get back to the thing. Even if everything you're saying is true,
yeah.
it does not constitute evidence that the universe was created by someone intelligent.
Okay, I'll say the you say that so the resurrection have plenty of evidences. I would suggest you to go, if you cannot, you don't want to refer to Bible, can go other evidences for the
I have
resurrection of.
spoken, listen,
Yeah,
Jacob,
yeah,
we can go into that.
yeah,
We can go into
yeah.
that. I have
Mm,
spoken to Bible scholars. Plenty
Yeah,
of them believe that the resurrection never happened. Plenty of them believe that the resurrection may be impossible. Some believe that it did happen. It's all entirely irrelevant to the conversation we are happening right now. None of
yeah.
it proves that the universe was created by someone intelligent.
No, so my topic is there. If somebody is, if we have evidence for a resurrection, then that is breaking some law. Like no dead cannot be raised again. If somebody did
If
that,
the, okay,
uh,
hypothetically, if there
yeah,
was a
yeah,
religion, if there
uh,
was a religion where there
uh,
was a resurrection and
mm,
several other miracles, and
mm,
then that book of that religion said that the
mm,
universe was not created by God and that it was an accident, would it be true? Would you believe it?
uh, if it, uh, no, so sorry, I didn't understand your question.
If there was a hypothetical religion which had a resurrection and a lot of
Mm,
miracles and everything,
yeah,
and it was proven that all of that was true,
mm,
and then that book said that the universe is an
yeah.
accident, would you believe?
If that resurrection had probable evidence, I would like to believe it.
Sorry?
If that resurrection was had some evidence or proofs, I would believe it.
You would believe that the universe is an accident if there was a miracle claim and it was proven to be true?
Yes, if it was really proven with good measures, or like if it had evidences.
So, suppose the miracle is that Prophet Muhammad flew on a flying
Donkey,
horse.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
something like that. Yeah.
huh.
So, would you believe that he split the moon in two with his sword
Okay.
or something?
So since I know about this topic, there are no such miracles attributed to Muhammad in the Quran. All them
That's not the
are
question. Then,
yeah.
I'm not going into the
Okay,
details of the
okay,
thing.
okay.
I'm saying if there was a claim and
Yeah,
if it was proven that it comes from a book, a holy book, etc., would that
yeah.
prove that everything else written in the Quran is true?
uh,
Like
okay,
the
then I
question
would,
basically, let me
yeah, yeah,
simplify it even further for
yeah.
you. If there is a book
Okay.
and the book has 10 claims and 9 of them are true, does it automatically mean that the 10th one is also true?
It is most probable that the next 10th one would also be true.
But is it evidence? Is it
uh,
impossible for a book to exist with a lot of truth and one lie?
it is not impossible to
Then how are you
for the
absolutely certain that the universe was created by an intelligent being?
because
Would you
there
like
are,
to listen? I'll give you a
yeah,
chance, Jacob.
yeah,
Would you
yeah.
like to say right now that you are not absolutely certain that the universe was created by an intelligent being?
Mm, uh, no, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Would you agree to say that you are not absolutely certain that the universe was created by an intelligent being?
I am okay. That also right lies on a probability. I think it is more probable that it is created by a
So
creator
you're
and
not
not.
absolutely sure.
No, I am not. I will not say it's. If currently I am sure, but uh,
No,
there
no, no, no,
can be
no.
for, yeah,
Like currently, I'm not sure. You're kind of copying out of it.
yeah.
Sorry. If you had to say
Hmm,
1 out of 10, 10 is absolute certainty and 1 is absolute disbelief,
hmm,
then the claim is that the universe was created by an intelligent being.
hmm.
Where are you? Are you at a 10 or a 9 or an 8?
Uh, for the creation and for the creation, I am on 10. That there is a creator. There is
Why? If there is
why?
not,
Because
if you
yeah,
yourself are accepting that it's a matter of probabilities and it's a high probability and not 100% certainty, then why
hmm.
are you absolutely certain?
uh, because of science only, because of my reasons. Because I think that if anything to exist, it must have a causation, and if
We are
uh,
not discussing that. We are not
yeah,
discussing causation. Sure,
yeah,
causation, yeah.
hmm,
But you said it's not an accident. It was an intelligent creator.
yeah.
So it could be an accident, right? A cause
No,
can be an accident.
there are several evidences for it. Like if you look our DNA also, like the DNA information.
There is no evidence in our DNA that says it was created by an intelligent
No,
creator. There is
yeah,
evidence that says it is complex,
yeah,
but complexity does not automatically mean intelligence.
yeah. But it there is a that was I probably saying with that example that if someone wrote "I love you," that
Hmm.
that means that there is a human writer according to you, that
Yeah,
he
but
was
that's
just
not because
yeah.
of complexity. It's because of your frame of reference. If
Huh.
I put if I put a rock there,
Hmm.
the rock is also complex. It's got molecules that lock with each other. There's energy, there is potential energy. A whole lot of things are going. Or a rabbit, right? You will not think that somebody must have made this rabbit with their hands. You will think that the rabbit is
Of
natural
course.
because you have seen rabbits before. You have a frame of reference for rabbits.
Oh,
We are not coming to the conclusion that something must have been made because it is complex. We are only coming to that conclusion because we have a frame of reference for it.
okay. So that is the same. If on the paper, if it was like the letters were like ABC, like random alphabets, A,
Mhm.
Z, then we will say that it was not written by an intelligent person, or not can be written by an
No, no,
intelligent
can
person.
we?
That
Like, it takes some intelligence to write ABCD. Like, right? It shows that they went to
yeah,
school.
yeah. But my point here was that even a baby who is just taught to about alphabets can also write it. But
Hmm.
in order for writing "I love you," he must have something. He must first understand what it is being written and what he is conveying to. So that
Jacob,
similar idea.
I'm not disagreeing with your conclusion. I'm
Yeah,
simply explaining to you that the reason you have come to that conclusion is not what you think. It's not complexity. Complexity does not automatically lead us in the direction of intelligence. The reason is a frame of reference. You are
yeah,
alive, you have spent time among people, you have seen writing, you know what handwriting looks like, you know what language looks like. If you
yeah,
saw a random string of ABCD, you will know that it was written by someone who's maybe
yeah.
a baby, or depending on the handwriting or something. It's dependent on your frame of reference, not on the complexity itself.
Yeah, no, I so if something intentional message, if you want to write on a paper, you need some intelligence for that. So in if we look our DNA, it has something like about 60 million information written on it.
Jacob,
And
I
in
want to
that
repeat myself. Jacob, I want
yeah,
to repeat
yeah,
myself.
yeah,
You're kind of running behind that same horse, and the horse is dead, and it has been dead for 300 years. We
uh,
know that writing is a sign of intelligence,
yeah.
but not because it is complex. We know it because we have seen people writing, and that we have a frame of reference for it. That is why when we see a piece of paper with writing on it, we come to the conclusion that it must have been written by someone else. If I put a piece
That
of
too
paper and
intentionally.
whatever,
Huh?
the reason
So
is frame of
huh,
reference, not complexity.
huh,
You're saying that the universe exists and it is complicated and complex and perfect, therefore it must have been intelligence behind it. There is no reason to think so.
no, said if somebody wrote a message, it would be intentional. So you are saying that if something is written, that may be an accident. So I
No,
am
I'm not.
yeah.
Jacob, I'm clearly failing to get through to you. I have explained this, I think, 4 or 5 times now. I'm not saying it is an accident. I'm agreeing with your conclusion. I'm
Hmm,
saying, yes, it is complex and it indicates that whoever made it was intelligent.
hmm.
But it's not because it is complex. It is because you have seen people writing before. You have
Yeah,
seen people writing on paper. That is why when you see a paper on which someone has written something, you think, hey, this looks like something someone must have done. If you pick up a rock, you don't come to the conclusion that someone must have made it, right? The rock is also complex.
okay. So that conclusion itself, when you see a rock, you cannot say that somebody has not made it, because you have not seen someone. That does not means it is not made by someone. Like
No, no, you
if
can't totally say that the rock was not made by someone because you have never seen a rock being made by someone.
that is where you are using the same, like how scientists use, like where there was
Yes.
a time, yeah, there was a time when scientists used to believe that all swans were white. then suddenly a black swan comes into the picture, and they uh, okay, now there is an
Yes,
exist
and the black
yeah,
swan has to come into the picture, right?
yeah.
I'm telling you, if you had access to information about the universe getting created, nobody will
Mm,
debate with you.
yeah.
Everyone will agree with you. Hey, we saw the universe getting created, so
Mm,
now we think that universes can be created. But until that
okay.
happens, we cannot say so. You're speculating.
So like complexity is one of the factor for that I'm saying that it is complexity and the intelligence. If you look like if we say that
You
a
are
car
assuming
is
intelligence. The complexity is visible. The
mm,
intelligence is being assumed. That is my point.
intelligence also is in our DNA's information contained in our DNA. That why that's what I am
You are
saying.
defining that is because you are describing it as intelligence. It is a
uh,
rock.
no
It
no
gives us certain results. The reason
yeah,
you are okay, we are going in circles, Jacob. Do you want to
no
end
no
the call? I want
uh,
to move on to someone else.
okay.
We are kind
So
of
the
going in circles. It's the same thing
Bill
that
Gates
I've been
also say
I've
Bill
said this
Gates
thing 5 times now. Bill Gates, what?
Bill Gates also said that our DNA is very complex, like a software is being made, but it is more
It was a
complex than
metaphor. It was a metaphor.
yeah,
I can
it is
say
more
that a person looks like I can say that a person looks like a pole. That doesn't mean I'm saying that the person is a pole.
but he is saying it is more complex than a software which can be made by a human. So the conclusion is there is a creator who is more intelligent than
No,
us
no,
humans.
how? I told you, listen, Jacob, when you have time, go back and watch this conversation again. I have literally
Yeah,
said this 6 or 7 times now.
okay.
Complexity does not automatically imply intelligence. That's it.
I
That's
am
all
not
I can say.
assuming only complexity. I am also assuming the intentionality, the
You don't
intelligence
have
of
to
the
assume that, listen, you don't have to assume the complexity. That's visible. That's demonstrable.
yeah.
The intelligent creation part is what you have to demonstrate, and you have not done
In
so.
intelligent and intentionality, of course, I have showed you.
Assume, you're
So
assuming it. You're assuming
no,
it, maybe for religious reasons, obviously for religious reasons. But hey, it was fun talking with you. Let me move on to the next caller. Thank you, Jacob, for coming.
okay.
Bye bye.